Well, a few minutes ago, we were trying to bring you a story about a texting campaign that we're doing right now. Josh Helmuth is live out there at Three-Way Chevrolet with more on that. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Sorry, hopefully our satellite signal, stays with us this time. But yeah, Text Later is a campaign we're all being a part of. We're trying to kick off awareness to make sure people are really aware of the effects of distracted driving. To kick things off this morning, here with Russell Judd. He's CEO and president of Mercy Hospital as part of Dignity Health. Now, Russell, really, let's touch on why Mercy is a part of this campaign, because really, this is something people need to be more aware of. It can be a very scary situation. People are texting and driving, on the phone and driving, and you've probably seen some things firsthand.
Absolutely. Distracted driving is terrible. We do see the results in our emergency department. While we're glad we're here to take care of people, we don't want people having to come into our emergency department. Much better to prevent an accident than have to cure or take care of an accident. So we're very proud to be part of this, to join, to get the word out. Text Later. We want to see you in the emergency department. We don't want to see you coming in from one of these accidents.
Do you know any statistics about how many accidents that occur, that people come in from injuries, are sustained from accidents that are from distracted driving?
Yeah. I think distracted driving, it's about 80% of all major vehicle accidents come from distracted driving. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
And in Kern County, I know a lot of people drive SUVs and trucks, which can be fantastic for carrying loads and families, but that can also make it more dangerous on the road too. They're easy to topple over. That means more force when an accident does occur. Do you think Kern County is maybe a little bit more at risk than a typical county, maybe?
Well, clearly we have bigger vehicles, and everybody knows the bigger the vehicle, the more mass that you have, the bigger the impact, the greater the tragedy is going to happen. So let's just not be distracted. Let's keep our eyes on the road. Whatever the conversation is, it can wait. Nothing, no message about what time you're going to be home is worth life, especially for us as parents. I can't imagine if I think my child's in the car driving that I would send them a text message.
Sure.
I think even for us as parents sometimes, yes, we want to know where our kids are, but I would never want to, even me, text my daughter why I think she maybe had a chance.
As a parent yourself, is there anything you really encourage your kids to do or not do? Is something you tell them in particular to make it clear they shouldn't be texting and driving?
Oh, absolutely. They know that if they're behind the wheel, and I even get word that that cell phone is in their hand or it's part of their driving, it's going to be sitting on my dresser for a while. There's no phones. That privilege is gone if someone's texting or even on the phone while they're in the car driving.
Good for you. That'll be proactive.
Right.
Thanks a lot, Russell.
Right.
So, Linda, Rob, this is really a really great campaign. I've been affected firsthand by this. I've been hit by a distracted driver before, and I'm not going to lie. There's been some times where I probably shouldn't have been on my phone when I was driving, and I had some close scares before. I've had to really change my views on how I, turn off my phone while I'm driving. Come on down. We want people to take action. Come down to Three-Way Chevrolet here in Bakersfield this morning. Sign up for a pledge. You get a free bumper sticker right here. You can also go to bakersfieldnow.com to sign up for the pledge. If you do sign up, you are eligible for drawings, so that's fun in and of itself. But yeah, Linda, Rob, this is something people need to be more aware of, and if they're aware of it already, kind of just a simple reminder how to stay safe while driving and hopefully encourage other people to stay safe as well.
All right, some good information there, Josh. Thank you so much. Josh Helmuth is live at Three-Way Chevrolet this morning to tell us more about a new campaign to help raise awareness against distracted driving. Good morning, Josh.
That's right. Good morning, guys. Unfortunately, this is kind of, I don't want to use the word epidemic because it's a pretty strong word, but I guess some people could use that word. It's texting and driving, being on your phone when it's not hands-free and driving. It's distracted driving in general that's been causing numbers across the country to rise in accidents and fatalities, and we want to do something here in Kern County to make people more aware of it and hopefully save some lives. I'm here with some of the City of Bakersfield's finest from the fire department this morning to talk more about the campaign. First, I'm here with Anthony Galageza with the City of Bakersfield Fire. Anthony, let's first just touch on why you guys felt the need to really get involved with this really cool campaign.
Well, Text Later campaign is huge for us because these are things we see on a continual basis. It's tragic, it's needless, there's no reason for this, and we just felt that it's a critical education that not only teenagers but adults can receive, and by being involved in the Text Later campaign, that helps us be more involved in the community by getting out the word that this needs to stop because of the critical nature of the incidents that we go on.
And to my right here, I actually have another officer, Scott Dragoon. Scott, you're one of the first responders, correct?
Correct.
So you've probably seen this sort of thing where you've seen a pretty tragic accident or something, just maybe not even tragic, but what sort of things have you seen related to texting and driving that you really, it really stops you in your tracks and you think to yourself, we really got to do something about this?
Well, it's just the continual nature of running vehicle accidents that have texting involved or some type of cell phone use. As Chief Galageza mentioned, we run incidents such as this on a regular basis. So going and seeing a family or lives interrupted by such a simple thing to stop doing is actually very important to us.
Texting's really become the main form of communication over the past 6, 7, 8 years. Since that time, have you really seen a rise in accidents?
Most definitely.
Really?
Yes, oh yes, most definitely.
What do you tell people that you know, or have you been affected firsthand by something in regards to this?
Not firsthand with my own family, but like as we were saying with our job, we're seeing it every day, so it affects us in that manner. And I just have to constantly remind myself and people that we talk to about it that it requires constant diligence to put your phone down and pay attention to what you're doing when you're driving.
I'm not sure if we got a shot of this. Over here, the city of Bakersfield law enforcement, they've actually brought a car that is the result of an accident that you could see. This is a real life car that was in a real accident, but it's a result that's similar you could see by an accident caused by distracted driving. Chief Galageza, you told me during the break that you do have a child that's learning how to drive right now or just got their license. What do you tell them? They're getting in the car. It's a texting generation. What do you tell them?
Well, my daughter Sarah, she's just going to be 16 pretty soon. Took her out to her first time last week in a parking lot and just kind of cruising around the area, and that's the first thing that we went before we went out is she has her phone. You will never text. You will never have that with you. There goes the license, and there goes the privilege of driving if that happens. Yeah.
Good for you. We definitely have to be proactive, especially with the younger drivers learning how to drive, because it's a new generation out there, Linda and Rob. Everyone's texting. It's the main form of communication, but we got to tell people that it's okay to wait. Pull over if you have to. Wait till you're done driving, and then text. Turn your phone off if you have to, but come down, make the pledge. We're here at Three-Way Chevrolet this morning till 9 o'clock. Make the pledge, you get a free bumper sticker. If you sign up to the pledge on BakersfieldNow.com, you're also entered in free drawings. So get a chance and help promote this Text Later campaign. Guys?
All right, thank you so much, Josh. We really appreciate you being out there and bringing awareness to this very important cause.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Kern County to raise awareness in order to save those lives. Our Josh Helmuth is live at Three-Way Chevrolet this morning with more on this. Good morning, Josh.
Thanks a lot, Linda. I'm pretty excited to help with this campaign as we kick off this morning, the Text Later campaign, encouraging people in Bakersfield and all of Kern County to put down their phones while they're driving, because distracted driving, it's almost an epidemic in this country, and we want to do something about it. We want to make sure that everyone stays safe here in Bakersfield and all of Kern County. So this morning we're hitting on, we're talking to people from law enforcement, from fire departments, you name it. And right now I'm here with Robert Rodriguez, who's with the California Highway Patrol. Robert, why is it so important to get involved and try to make people aware of this campaign?
Oh, it's definitely very important, all the way from the young people to the older generation, that while we're driving a motor vehicle, that we pay 110% of our attention is on driving that motor vehicle and not texting, not being on your cell phone, not driving distracted. As it is, we're already multitasking while we're driving. Sure. So why add more tasks to our driving? That should be our primary focus when we're behind the wheel.
And law enforcement, local law enforcement, they've been taking some pretty proactive steps to make sure you guys make people more aware. You've given out a lot of citations recently. You're kind of using a campaign this week and next month, right?
Oh, that's right. This week we are wrapping up a week-long campaign on distracted driving, and so far we've written nearly 200 citations from Monday until yesterday evening on cell phone use, whether it be texting and driving or just being on your cell phone in general. Next month we'll conduct a month-long campaign on distracted driving.
Great, thanks a lot, Robert. So guys, stay off your phones. They're looking for it out there. That's another reason just to be more careful while driving, but it's a reason they do that to save lives. It's very important. If you want to come down, make a pledge, we're here at Three-Way Chevrolet till 9 o'clock this morning. You get a free bumper sticker if you go to BakersfieldNow.com and register there. Not register, but just make a pledge that you're not going to text and drive. You'll also be entered automatically for certain drawings that you could possibly win. So guys, be proactive, try to save a life, and hopefully this campaign is a great success. Rob, Linda?
Yeah, let's hope a lot of people make that pledge and really stick to it. Thank you so much, Josh.
No problem. Thank you.
Is live this morning with more. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning. Thanks a lot, Linda. That's right. We're launching this campaign. We're helping to launch this campaign. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm someone that's been affected firsthand. A friend that I knew actually passed away from a distracted driving just a couple years ago in my home state of Illinois. It seems to be, unfortunately, a common theme of people being really distracted while they're driving since the cell phone generation has really blossomed. I remember Sean Collins, part of Kern County Fire Department. Sean, it really seems in the past 7 or 8 years, texting has become the main form of communication. And you know, when you're driving and that little beep goes off, it's very tempting to go over there and grab that phone, and you know, while you're doing other things. Why is it so important to be a part of this campaign?
You know, our agency supports this wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, we see the end results of these accidents, and you know, our firefighters are out there getting involved, cutting people out of vehicles, and it's tragic to see. You know, is it all down to texting? I don't know, but you know, like you said, there's a huge rise in texting and driving, and to be fair, we really need to stop this because it's something that is definitely preventable.
How exactly do you prevent it? Obviously, we want to raise awareness, but then we got to take another step further and get people to take action. You have kids that are growing up, you said, but if they were learning how to drive today, what exactly would you tell them to do? How would you make sure you take that action to get them to prevent them from texting and driving? I know it's hard.
It is hard, and I'm a little different, I guess. You know, being raised in England, you do something wrong, you get punished. It's as simple as that. In the society that we're in now, it's not really like that, and you know, that's just my opinion. If my kids were doing that, they would definitely know that they're not going to do it again.
And something I need to work on personally, and I'll be the first one to admit this is something I struggle with. When I'm at that red light and the light goes off on my phone, I'm like, well, I'm at a red light. What's the trouble, right? No, I got to be more cognizant of what's going on around me. So that's one thing I need to do personally. Maybe you need to have a personal goal as well to stop that. If you want to make a pledge and learn how to text later, kind of make a little pledge to yourself. We're down here at Three Way Chevrolet till 9 o'clock this morning. You get a bumper sticker. You can also register at bakersfieldnow.com. You entered win for some free drawings. But try to make the pledge. Try to make Kern County safer, guys.
Maybe when you're driving, you put the phone in the back seat so it's out of reach. You know, put it in the purse somewhere where you can't get to it. So it's not even
smart thinking.
Think about it. All right, Josh, thank you so much.
You bet.
About a new campaign to help raise awareness of distracted driving. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Linda and Rob. That's right. We're trying to launch a campaign here with Three Way Chevrolet, Mercy Hospital, local law enforcement, local fire departments to help people become more aware of distracted driving. It's called the Text Later campaign. We're going to have you make a pledge to text later. We'll get to more on that in a second. But before we do, I'm here with Officer Chance Kerner of City of Bakersfield Police. Chance, first of all, let's go ahead and quickly touch on why you think this campaign is so important.
Well, obviously, distracted driving is a very serious situation. As a police officer, I've seen it, many accidents that have been caused due to distracted driving, whether it's texting. It also includes putting your makeup on.
Oh, wow.
The stereo system. Anything that distracts you from actually driving the vehicle obviously could be an accident causing.
And you guys have a pretty devastating presentation right here that our viewers are seeing right now. Let's touch on this.
Well, this is the vehicle from Miss Nolling's accident back in 2006.
From a real accident?
Yes. Laura Nolling in 2006 was driving home on Panama Lane, had a green light, went through the intersection on a green light, and was broadsided by a motorist who obviously ran the red light. And as you can see, the devastating damage to this vehicle, she died at the scene.
I'm also here with Officer Sonia Peary, and Sonia, do you think that distracted driving has risen since we've kind of encountered this texting generation, if you will, the past 6, 7, 8 years? People have really been on their phones more than ever now that we have cell phones. Everyone has a cell phone these days. Have you seen a rise in accidents?
I don't know if you can contribute it to the texting, but there has been a rise in accidents. I've noticed when I'm out on the street that I do notice a lot of people on their cell phone and texting. I am a motor officer, so I do split the traffic and catch them at the lights, and they don't even know that I'm behind them half the time.
That's my issue right now. That's one thing I'm having to make a pledge for. I'm the type where I don't dare pick up my phone when I'm driving. But when I'm at that red light, I do get tempted. My phone goes off. Oh, what's it going to hurt? There's a red light. There's 3 people in front of me. That's one thing I got to change about myself and my driving habits. But guys, if you want to come out and make a pledge, we're really encouraging people to come out to make Kern County safer. The Text Later campaign, we're at Three-Way Chevrolet again until 9 o'clock this morning. You can come out here, make a pledge, get a free bumper sticker, hang out with a lot of very local, very important local officers. And then, of course, go to bakersfieldnow.com where you can also make a pledge. And in doing so, you'll also be signed up for some free drawings as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. Guys?
All right, Josh, thanks so much for being out there and, of course, bringing awareness to this very important issue. I think it really hits home seeing that vehicle right behind you right there, and we thank you for being
It really does. It's very scary to see. This should be an eye-opener for everybody.
Josh Helmuth is live at Three-Way Chevrolet this morning with much more. Good morning, Josh.
That's right. Good morning, Linda. We're at Three-Way Chevrolet this morning where we're getting people to pledge to text later. It's a pretty neat campaign. As you can see, we've had people here all morning signing up to make the pledge. We have local law enforcement. We've had the CEO from Mercy Hospital down here, local fire departments. And now I'm here with Mike Thomas from Three-Way Chevrolet. He's our final representative of the morning, if you will. Kind of saved the best for last, maybe, right? But Mike, I really wanted to ask you, why do you think this campaign is so important? Why did Three-Way Chevrolet want to get involved with this Text Later campaign?
Well, being a big supporter of the community, we thought it was awesome to get behind this, to be able to get the message out about distracted driving and texting while you're driving, why it's important, and it's because it's pretty easy to get distracted, and lives are involved in this.
Working at a car dealership, do you talk about the type of technology that's out there? Because maybe some people not even sure it exists, and how do they kind of utilize that?
Well, now with all the smartphone technology, it's integrated in most of the new vehicles with voice commands. Okay. So you can pretty much speak freely and have a text message go along onto your phone through the car through voice commands. We have Bluetooth, a lot of different things to be more aware of as a driver.
Now it's just trying to utilize that, optimize it, and really, try to take advantage of it, because I find myself with a Bluetooth, but yet when that phone goes off and there's a text, even if I'm at a stoplight, I kind of want to take a look down. Do you have any personal advice for people like me, or do you find yourself in that type of situation as well?
Yeah, I do. Working here at the car dealership, we have a bunch of activities going on. I might be in a vehicle and I might get a text message or maybe some emails or something. I just recommend to just be responsible. Yeah. And take a look at it when you're at the best situation possible, maybe at a red light or something where when you're not driving.
And me and Mike are hanging out talking, and we live in the now generation.
Correct.
I mean, we want to respond to things now, and we got to be able to pull over if we have to, be able to wait. Don't necessarily have to text right back right away. Text later. We want to make Kern County safer. Over 3,000 people were killed in car accidents last year due to distracted driving. We want to make sure we minimize that as much as possible. So keep Kern County and Bakersfield safe. Come out to Three-Way Chevrolet if you're around, if you're close by, and make the pledge. You get a free bumper sticker. You can also go to bakersfieldnow.com, make the pledge on the website, and it also enters you to an opportunity to win some free drawings. So it's a win-win for everybody. Rob, Linda, I know this has kind of opened my eyes this morning. I'm going to try to make sure I turn off my phone while I'm driving and not even take it out when I'm at stoplights. Do whatever I can to make others around me safer.
Exactly. Make that pledge and stick to it. Just think twice about it. Next time you go to reach for it while you're driving, just leave it where it is. Thanks so much,
especially
Josh.
when I see that Rob Finnerty, I'm going to be like, no thanks.
You don't want to talk to that guy, never. All right, thank you, Josh.